Hello YouTube, thought I'd do a quick video here. If you've been following my channel, I've been working on a repeater ID. It does not use a Raspberry Pi. It does not use a computer. You can use an MP3 file, and it can do a secondary message, repeater ID. It can also do a solar direct hookup to solar power. No adapters needed. It can run on a 9-volt battery, so you can use it for fox hunting. I did a video about this a few months ago using a handheld. I'll post that link down below. In today's video, I have it hooked up to the Retevis RT97S repeater. I'm going to play how it sounds on this repeater. I'm still tweaking this. Now, I know some of you are probably wondering, well, man, you've been working on this for a while. Yes, I have been. And that's kind of a good thing when I do that, because it gives me time to come up with ideas to add to this. And for that matter, I think the last time I did the video with the handheld, I didn't have a 3D printer. Now I do, so I can now I can have a enclosure for this also at the same time. So there's some benefits of me taking a little bit longer to get things out. But now we're full steam ahead. I'm testing all these functions independently. And today we're going to test, and you're going to hear how it sounds over the repeater, which I have the Retevis RT97S model there. I have it on a dummy load. I have a handheld, as you can see, next to it. Now, I do have LED lights on. Obviously, everything is so close. You might hear a little bit of a buzz from the lights. But we're going to play the primary ID, and then we're going to play the secondary message that you could have. And this secondary message can be anything from welcome to this repeater. You can have it go off every minute to every 90 minutes. It's adjustable with a small screwdriver. Or you could use it for fox hunting and not mess around with your ID MP3 file. They're two separate MP3 files. So you can hook up a 9-volt battery, hook it to a handheld, and go hide it. So there's a lot of benefits that I'm going to have in this particular one. This is also going to have an adjustable core. Some of you may not know what that is. They call it core, COS, squelch, busy, whatever you want to call it. It's when the repeater detects that it's receiving something. There's going to be a switch on here for high and low, depending on what repeater model you're going to hook this up to. And also, this is going to have screw terminals. This is going to be a universal unit. So I'll have some cables available to purchase separately, but you can make your own cable. So that's the beauty of it. It's going to have screw terminals on it. There's also a volume control will be on the board to adjust the volume. Like I said before, this is going to have a switch for ham and GMRS time intervals. It's also going to have a switch to enable and disable the secondary message. Then it's going to have the manual ID, or you can trigger the secondary message. And I'm going to demonstrate that today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the headset off that I'm wearing and put it by the speaker here by the handheld. Now, if I press this button twice quickly, it's going to play the main repeater ID. And then after that's done, if I hold down this button for about 6 seconds, it will play the secondary message. So that's what I'm going to be demonstrating today. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll take off the headset and I'll put it next to the radio.
This repeater ID uses audio MP3 files that you can customize. You can also do your call sign in Morse code like this. And you can also add Roger beeps too like this. Thank you.
So hopefully that comes over the video pretty good. As you heard, that is the main repeater ID. You can add Roger beeps. You can add all kinds of different stuff. You can use words. You can use Morse code, as you heard. A lot of different combinations you can do. And I'll show you how to make the MP3 file. It's really simple. There's a program we type in the words and it already converts it. I mean, it can't get any easier than this. But we'll get to that a little later in other videos. So now I'm going to take the headset off. I'm going to put it by the radio again, and I'm going to hold down the button for about 6 seconds, and that is going to trigger the secondary message. So let's go ahead and give that a try.
This is the secondary message, which can be adjusted from 1 to 90 minutes. This secondary message can be used for fox hunting. You can also add Morse code to this, like this. Thank you.
So there you have it. That's the secondary message. It's 2 separate MP3 files so that you can have it, you don't have to delete the main one and screw around. Your main one will be your repeater ID, and then the second one, MP3, will be whatever message you want. Maybe you want it to announce over the airwaves, welcome to this repeater. You can, or maybe you want to use it for fox hunting, so you can, upload another one to that, or whichever. So there you have it. I'm going to post a link if you're interested in this repeater ID. I'm going to post a link where you can sign to get notified when this becomes available. Now, I'd like to point out too, before I forget, it's not going to be this big. It's going to be a quarter of this size. And the reason why I have it so big is because it's easier for me to get in there to solder wires, to change out parts, to tweak it, to adjust it. That's why it looks so huge, but it's not going to be this big. Matter of fact, if you remember my other version of this, which let me grab it here, was the handheld version, which is this one right here. I'll post that link down below. This hooked up to the handheld, and a 9-volt snap on it. I'll post that link, but it's going to be small like this is what my point is when it's all said and done. But I found I learned the hard way that if you try to condense it while you're doing a prototype, don't do that because it's a pain to try to get in there and solder stuff. So I made it overly big for that reason, if you're wondering. But like I said, this will have direct hookups to solar power, no converter needed. Also, it's going to have a 9-volt snap, so if you want to use it for fox hunting, you snap in a 9-volt battery, and then you can adjust how many intervals from 1 minute to 90 minutes you want. It sounds really good. So far, so good. I'm testing. Right now, I am about 80%, about 70 to 80% done with the prototype. As you heard, I got the volume working great. I got the PTT working great. I got the test switch working good. I've been testing off camera, it IDing itself about every 14 minutes. I'm doing like a polite thing so that if the repeater's busy, it's going to try to start to ID a little bit sooner. So I'm testing that function now. I still got to test the secondary message and the time adjustments. Now these adjustments on here, you're going to use a small screwdriver. So if you want to adjust the volume, there's be a small screwdriver. If you want to adjust the secondary message for how many minutes, from 1 minute to 90 minutes, you use a small screwdriver. The adjustment for the repeater ID, it's just going to be a switch, either 9 minutes for ham, 15 or 14 for GMRS. That's just going to be a flip a switch. So there you have it. It's sounding really good. So far, so good. And again, I'll post that link where you can sign to get notified when this becomes available. I'm kind of pushing this a little harder now because I want to get this. I came up with this other functions that I did not have on the other model, the one I had the handheld hooked up to. So I think I'm done with functions. I believe so. So I'm trying to make this as universal as possible. So there you have it. If you have any questions, any suggestions, please post them down below. Please subscribe. Thank you and have yourself a good day.